Let's get a look at the forecast now with meteorologist Andy Provenzano. And Andy, the east is getting all the attention with that blizzard. Meanwhile, not much to see here, huh?
No, really not, although we are cold because of that same system pumping that air down, Lauren. But as far as snowfall, it looks worse than it actually is. And this is a satellite loop through the day today. And you see the cloud cover starting to filter back in. And we will be mostly cloudy at times tonight. But as far as the snowfall, it's going to start drying up as the low pressure quickly races southward out of Wisconsin. So there'll be a little band there that's coming out of Marquette that may give us a few flurries on the west side of the state, but the big attraction is obviously the huge storm on the east coast. With the clear skies across most of mid-Michigan, you see we're in the teens already. A little more cloud cover in Hastings are at 24 degrees. The low temperatures this morning were single digits, all the way down to 4 in Ithaca. That's probably where we're going to be around sunrise too, back down to about 8 or 9 degrees. We were in the mid-20s today, not going to even get there tomorrow. About 22, 23 will be the high for the daytime tomorrow. So back to the colder weather, and that's all you see across the region. 10 degrees at the Sioux. Our north flow will continue through most of this week. So even though it was in the mid to upper 50s in Iowa today and 70s in Nebraska, not coming this way. We will maybe get to the freezing mark or a little bit above on Thursday. That's the only day this week. You see the system in the corner of your screen, that's on the east coast, and meanwhile this other weather maker out to the west. The low pressure that's going through Wisconsin, Illinois will eventually loop around and get caught up in that system on the east coast. But all the heavy snow tonight is certainly going to be across southeast Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Long Island. New York City's getting some snow, but I don't think they're going to get to that 2-foot category, maybe a foot, but it'll be a little blowing and drifting. So the worst of the storm is certainly going to be all the way up into Maine and right along the eastern seaboard. And it'll take about another 24 hours for that to move out. And while that slows up, everything else does across the nation. So we're stuck with the cooler weather. Watch the forecast model here just to have that whole system fall apart. By morning, there'll be probably a good high cloudiness around, but the afternoon should clear out and get back into sunshine. The problem is the north wind keeps us in the lower 20s, and you can even figure in a wind chill if you want. Next system then finally starts to come in from the west as that east coast system moves. And you see it's mainly increasing cloud cover during the day on Wednesday, but off to the north is a low pressure that's coming southward, and that'll spread some snow in here on Thursday, maybe even mixed with some raindrops in the far southern parts of mid-Michigan. But that'll be our next chance of getting some light accumulation. Meanwhile, the west is just in all the warmth. Look at the jet stream. That warmth never gets here to the east. It just kind of gets pushed back to the south. And I think as we go into the very end of this week, we're going to tug down a lot of cold air from Canada, and the eastern half of the nation will turn cold again, while the west continues to bask in the warmer weather. 9 degrees will be your temperature towards morning under variably cloudy skies. Right now it is clear. The clouds will move back in. We'll start to break them again. Thus the word variably as we go through tomorrow. 1-800-Hanson's weather kit is Jaslyn. She's 6 years old from Grand Ledge, and a partly sunny start becomes a mostly sunny afternoon. And again, got to have all that extra gear because it's only 22 tomorrow, and that wind will certainly take away from that temperature. We get into the upper 20s on Wednesday to near 30 as we increase the clouds. Snow and maybe mixed with a few raindrops south Thursday. Quiet Friday, some snow showers Saturday and Sunday, but look what happens on Sunday. Temperatures fall again. Highs are going to be only in the teens. Getting into the first week of February could end up being all cold all over again. Single-digit lows, maybe even near zero. But as of now, no major storm systems. Maybe a little light snow on Thursday. That is it, Lauren.